Hey, listeners, just a few quick words up at the top to remind you that Flop TV is going on right now. It's the first Saturday of every month. If you want to watch it live and chat with other listeners in the chat, viewers in the chat, send us some messages to be answered, perhaps, at the end of the show. We've been having a lot of fun going through famous bad movies of the decades. All of that will be available video on demand as well for ticket holders up through the end of the Flop TV season. You can get a season pass and watch all of them. You can binge them during the holidays. It's a lot of fun. So if you're interested, go to theflophouse.simpletix.com and check out our extra Flop streams. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the Flophouse. I'm Dan McCoy.
I'm Stuart Wellington.
My name continues to be Elliot Kalin. I've been thinking about changing it, but
No,
I think I'm going to keep it the way it is since I have a new book out, Joke Farming, How to Write Comedy Other Nonsense. Now, if I change my name, people won't know that I wrote it. Anyway, continue, Dan. What are we doing today?
Well, first, allow me to welcome our guest, Amber Nash. Say hello, Amber.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You may know Amber as Pam from Archer, and she is now doing a Archer rewatch podcast for Maximum Fun. Tell everyone.
Rephrasing.
Yes.
Rephrasing, yes, what it's called. Rephrasing an Archer rewatch podcast, which is when I was naming a podcast, guys. I was like, let me get a real bunch of words that are hard to say.
Archer fans know the importance of phrasing, though. Phrasing is very important. I'm very excited to have you here today. I'm a big Archer fan, and I think Pam is such a hilarious character.
Thank you. She is the best character that I realized working on the show that by season 3, I was like, man, I got lucky with this one. I got a really good character.
This character who gets to say the worst things all the time and is somehow still lovable, even though doing terrible things all the time.
Yes. Definitely, yeah, total breakout character. Very lovable and just wild as well.
Yeah.
But also, Amber, you mentioned that you were doing a show in Atlanta, you said? Is that correct? A Hallmark Christmas romance-based improv show?
Yes. So I work at a theater called Dad's Garage that I've been at since like 97. So I've been there a long time. And it's an improv theater, but we also do scripted work. And through my Atlanta connections and being a theater person in Atlanta, I met a wonderful playwright named Topher Payne, who eventually went on to write Hallmark movies for a living. So he's written, I think, 8 Hallmark movies, right? And so one year, I think it was like 2016, 2017, I was like, I should be doing a Hallmark improv show, a Hallmark Christmas movie improv show with Topher, who's a real writer of Hallmark movies. He's not a traditional improviser, but he's so good at it. So he's our narrator, and he writes the screenplay as my husband and I are the main players. We have other people that switch in and out with us. But we play all the characters in the Hallmark universe as he writes the story, and it's nuts. It's really fun. People love it. People came last year from like Denver to see it.
Wow.
It's like a Christmas tradition for people now. It's really wonderful. It's called Y'all.
I feel like going from Denver to Atlanta is like negative, like opposite Christmas.
I know, right? Totally.
Well, I thought because of this, I was going to put all of you through a little game based on Hallmark
Games Master
Christmas
McCoy is out again.
movies.
Dan McCoy Dungeon Master, yeah.
It may be unfair because you're
Maybe
close
unfair.
with...
I'm going to ask you to name things I'm thinking of that you don't know what they are.
What have I got in my pockets?
Oh, let's see. Gumballs?
Yeah.
No,
No, let's name what we think Dan has in his pockets for a moment. Gumballs, probably a slingshot sticking out of the back pocket.
Some old keys that don't go to anything anymore because nobody has keys.
Yeah.
His favorite Bazooka Joe comics.
Oh, yeah, and like an old popsicle stick. Dan, I don't know you. I'm just guessing.
Jacks.
So accurate. It's just a bunch
Jacks are
of
a thing,
jacks.
right?
Yeah.
So Cracker Jacks, are you from the 1940s, Dan?
So I'm a
Casey gets
mid-century
hungry.
child? I don't understand.
Pemmican? Pemmican? Is
Oh,
that
very
Pemmican?
back in
Yeah,
time.
he's got pemmican on hand. Yeah, because he's a
for my long
19th
Arctic
century
trek.
child now. Yeah.
Sorry, I was stumbling a little bit because I realized,
we keep
there's some
throwing you
copy
off
I need to...
constantly?
Well, yeah, that's probably most of it. No, No, I was going to say Amber may have an unfair advantage knowing an actual writer of these actual movies. Perhaps she knows some of these ahead of time. Who knows? But I'm going to share my screen where I've put together a slideshow.
Wow.
Make sure to close all the fucked up shit you have on. All the fucked up windows you have.
Yeah, all just crazy stuff. Sharing is not turned on.
I want to mention we recently did some live shows in Chicago, and I'm going to allow you to
Yes,
share.
please.
So we at least did a live show in Chicago, and Stuart has a bit that involves at one point showing what's supposed to be a screen from his computer, and there's tabs that are open with like porn things in the background, and I think nobody ever catches that joke, and every time I see it, I'm like, that's hilarious. I think it's most funny that I don't think anyone realizes that that's a joke or sees it, yeah. But the attention to detail, Stuart.
Or they just feel
That's
ashamed.
Yeah, it's people are like, does that tab say what is hentai? Should I go up and tell him after the show? Would
Yeah,
that
you
be
should
cool?
know.
Or
So I'm going to share a slideshow of posters for 6 Hallmark movies that have been featured, especially this this season. And
Featured in what way?
well, on the Hallmark site,
Oh,
they
okay,
are
okay.
in the featured section. So clearly, Hallmark is like,
I don't know if the government was sending out brochures or pamphlets.
these are
about
the
these,
ones that you gotta pay attention to. So off of these posters, which I will ask at least one of you to describe, I want you to guess what the plot of the movie is, and then I will explain the plot and see how close you got. And then once we know the truth of it, I will ask you, did that make you intrigued by this particular Hallmark offering?
Okay.
I hope that's clear.
what a
So-
dangerous game we're playing.
Oops.
one
Elliot,
are we-
could you describe what we have here for this first poster?
So this one, you picked me because this combines things I love: Christmas and professional sports. And it says "Holiday Touchdown: A Bills Love Story," and something up top says it's an all-new Countdown to Christmas original movie. So it's multiple branded, both the Hallmark branding and also the Buffalo Bills. And you see 2 people. It's a man and a woman. The woman has kind of a puckish look on her face as she looks at the camera, and she's got her hand on the leg of the man who's looking at her. He has eyes only for her. He doesn't even know he's in a picture. He just looks at her, and they're sitting on the uprights, or whatever it's called, the goal thingy.
I didn't even notice that. They must be very high.
They're sitting up on the top of the extra point field kick thing in a football field. My brother is yelling at the thing right now, but I don't know the name of this. And it's clearly Buffalo Bills branded. So they are at the Bills stadium. It's snowing out. It's cold. They have risked their lives in the cold to climb to the top of this thing, and there's Christmas lights strewn on it. So my guess is that this is a couple who fell in love at the Buffalo Bills stadium, and they're now celebrating their Christmas there on top of it. So that's what it is. Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story. And these are either professionals, one's a Bills player and one's a cheerleader maybe, and the other, or they're huge Bills fans, and they have snuck into this stadium because there's no one in the stands.
And the title features 3 different fonts, which I love.
Yes, that's true. Holiday Touchdown and a Bills love story, all in different fonts. But they're in an abandoned stadium, snow on the field, nobody has cleared it away, so that they can climb up somehow to the top of this field goal post and sit there just loving each other and with Christmas lights around them,
Yeah, do you want to take a stab, Amber or Stu, at this the plot of this thing? Elliot's sort of,
Wow, I want to
postulated a few
say,
things.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that somehow she's wearing some very nice satin pants that are also like Bills themed, which is like, where would you get these as a fan? She must have made them at home.
Yeah. Those must be so cold to sit on a cold metal field post
satin.
when it's snowing out in satin pants.
Maybe they're
either
fleece lined.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to guess that the plot of this is that her dad, before he passed away, because there's always one dead parent for every character, a main character in a Hallmark movie. Her dad, before he passed away, owned the team.
Oh.
And she always comes to this Christmas game that happens. And she met this young new coach on the coaching staff that's causing a bunch of ripples throughout the organization because he's got crazy ideas. But she realizes those ideas are a lot like her former dad's ideas.
Oh.
And they fell in love because of it. And now it's Christmas and football.
When you say crazy ideas, I imagine like the coach is like, "Look, why don't we use a basketball instead of a football?"
Exactly.
And
Why don't we play on our knees? Let's all run around on our knees like Dorf. Why don't we do that?
I have to assume that on their first date, maybe it wasn't intentionally a date, maybe it was just a random dinner that they went to. They go to local regional restaurant, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
They get some of their chicken wings dipped in wild sauces. Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
I feel like Amber came close to some of the elements here. This is the longest synopsis. Don't worry, they won't all be this long. I did cut it down, but I think that because this is the earliest airing of the thing, so there's a more complete plot synopsis available. So here we go. The Quinns and DeLucas have been neighbors for decades in the shadow of Highmark Stadium. As members of the Buffalo Bills Mafia, the two families share cherished traditions around cheering their favorite team.
Oh, what team would that be?
I think it's the Bills. Pediatric Dr. Morgan Quinn and the Bills' VP of Stadium Development, Gabe DeLuca, are close friends. But Gabe has always carried a torch for her.
Oh.
Morgan learns from Uncle Tommy, Joe Pantoliano,
Who I'll remind everyone, I once stayed in his Airbnb during a vacation in
really?
Long Island. Yeah.
Now, does this Uncle Tommy have a cabin?
Yeah. He inadvertently inspired the war. That someone anonymously helped her family get by when he was drafted 60 years ago. And she decides to find his benefactor and give her uncle a Christmas he'll always remember. As Morgan and Gabe work together to unwrap the gifter's identity, Gabe's love deepens and she sees him in a new light.
Oh.
What new light? Like he's really a murderer?
Yeah, she begins to suspect he's a murderer and gets very nervous.
Oh, I see.
So does that, now that you know the truth of this, does that plot synopsis make you want to see it more or less than the poster alone?
I think the poster made me more excited because I was like, how did they get up there?
Yeah, and how are they going to get down? I have to
how are
admit,
they going to get down?
I found the synopsis more confusing than I thought it would be.
It is quite confusing. And, speaking of how do they get down, one of the other things that we use all the time in our show that Topher told us about is the two leads almost always, when they first meet each other in the film, run into each other accidentally. So maybe he falls off and then she falls on top of him and then they kiss
of course.
as it snows.
Yeah, and they kiss for the first time. Yeah. That's such a funny, that's such a chaste Hallmark way to bring physical contact into the idea of these
That's
characters.
all you'll see, too.
I've friends who own a Buffalo Bills, themed or aligned bar here in Brooklyn, and I feel like I would try and get them to show this on maybe a special, on a non-game day night.
They should show it either on Christmas or Valentine's Day.
Yeah, both.
Or both. Why not every day?
Why not? Keep Christmas with you all through the year. Elliot, you mentioned that this is a more convoluted plot than you expected. I do think that there have been so many of these movies, and not just Hallmark movies these days. Like every streamer wants to get into this zone. It seems like that they have to milk the cow to the last drop. They have to find every possible thing that could be a Christmas romance.
Any permutation of Christmas romance. I mean, when you've got to the Buffalo Bills level of Christmas romance, then you're using it up. There's not much left, I feel like.
Are you guys aware of the Hallmark Christmas movie bingo game?
No.
There's tons of them online. If you just Google Hallmark Christmas bingo, you'll get homemade. People have made many versions of this where it's like you get a bingo card, and whenever something happens that happens in every Hallmark movie, you can mark off that space. Like they have cocoa at an outdoor market, or they go ice skating, or they cut down a Christmas tree. So there's always, it's great. And then it can also be a drinking game. So I highly recommend it if you ever are going to watch a Hallmark movie. Yeah.
It was a sad time to remember, but one of my favorite tropes of some of these, like during COVID, how obvious it was that there were just like two people in so many scenes. It's like, not a non-bustling small town at Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the next one. Stuart, do you want to take a crack at describing this poster?
Yeah, it's two people who very much don't look like they're in the same room when this feels very much like they were photoshopped together. You have a guy who's like got one of those like kind of beards that's not really a full beard, but it's like 5 o'clock shadow and
stubble we call it.
Yeah, stubble. But like, and he's got like a little bit of a smirk, like he knows something you don't know, and his eyes. I think he's going for kind, but they're not quite there. And he's got like a little checkered shirt underneath a sweater.
This is gonna sound derogatory. He's giving me big, most handsome of the Nazis that are coming to burn down your village vibes.
Oh yeah, he's got a little bit. There's a little bit of gray in there, so you know he's seen some stuff. And he is standing kind of in the background, and in the foreground, looking over her shoulder, is a blonde woman with very contoured cheekbones. And she also has a look like we saw you across the bar and we like your style. Her eyebrows are raised a little bit, middle part, hair wrapped kind of around her neck because she is like looking over her shoulder, but it does almost look like it's choking her and framing her face. And she's wearing a red sweater. He's wearing a green sweater, so you know it's Christmas time. And then also in the foreground are some Christmas ball, like ornaments. Ornaments. Yeah, spheres.
They seem
spheres.
Spheres, yeah. Because you think they're like phantasm Christmas ornaments.
Yes,
Yeah,
and in the
spheres.
background there's Christmas lights, and then the title reads "Melt My Heart This Christmas."
And I want to mention it also is very clear that the Christmas tree in the background, which is blurred, and the Christmas ornaments in the foreground, which are also blurred, are not real. Like they're clearly graphic elements, you know.
Okay. I feel like they're all graphic elements here, Elliot.
Yeah, even the people, yeah.
And Melt My Heart This Christmas, there's a little bit of a flourish between the S and T of a little heart in the middle, which I think is...
I gave you the simplest poster to explain. You really made a meal out of it.
I mean, I could see it, even though I'm looking at it. I could see it in my mind.
Yeah.
I'd just like to add that I think his beard's more like a George Michael style. Like it's been shaded in probably by a makeup artist.
So would you like to take a crack at guessing what Melt My Heart This Christmas? I mean, I know that this is a very undescriptive poster, but knowing the plot,
it would be so funny if it turned out these were not the two leads who fall in love. Like, there's nothing in the picture that helps.
This is like an old timey horror or fantasy, like painted Boris Vallejo poster.
Okay. I think I have an idea. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she, to me, looks a bit sinister. It might be those cheekbones and the eyebrows, the very dark eyebrows to her blonde hair.
And very severely groomed. Those are very sharp outlines on those eyebrows.
Yeah. So I think that she is, she's a chocolatier that has inherited her family business but is reluctant. She doesn't want to have to do it, but she's doing it anyway because it's Christmas time and there's a bunch of orders and she can't ruin Christmas by people not getting their chocolate orders. And he is like a small town, like chocolate store owner, and her family company is doing their best to squash his tiny family company. And even though she's bad, he can't help by somehow falling in love with her. And then his love, like the chocolate, melts her heart. And in the end, they end up together.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I'm definitely getting executive who needs to learn how to love and have joy vibes from her. Yeah.
Okay, so Stu, you want to toss in any thoughts before I?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting super small town from him, but it's really tough because it's like so everything is so crisp and like clean and like glossy.
Yeah. This one's a tough one. As I said, there are a couple of elements in here that do point in the direction of what this is about. So here we go. Melt My Heart This Christmas. A spirited glassblower lands a last-minute gig assisting her artistic idol at a famed Christmas market. But as sparks fly with the uptight event manager standing between her and her dreams, she discovers that sometimes love is the most unexpected masterpiece of all. And the woman with the contoured...
Oh, that's why it's Melt. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I would like to point out that this is Laura Vandervoort, Smallville's Supergirl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Melt my heart this Christmas is better than put my heart in a glory hole this Christmas, which is what they were going to call it.
Only a little.
I mean, one's more descriptive, but
One's getting Dan to watch. I'm not telling you which one it is.
So wait, which one's the glass blower? The lady?
the lady, I believe, is the glass blower.
Okay.
And he's the event manager?
Yes.
So,
he's this crusty event manager.
The looks they have promises that they might be blowing more than glass this Christmas.
Okay,
Watch
now
out.
we're getting...
You think there's like a steamy hot, like where she's sweating and she's got the glass
Yeah,
thing
over the
and she's
fucking
blowing
forge.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's the one thing I know about Hallmark movies. Is how steamy they get. So what do you say? Does this plot intrigue you? Does it intrigue you at least more than the poster, which is just two faces?
Yeah,
It would be hard to be intrigued less by the poster. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd watch
How
this
much?
while I was wrapping gifts, but only then, not with my full attention.
Yeah.
How much footage of glass blowing is there in it, Dan? 'Cause
That's actually a really good question.
I'd love to see.
45 minutes straight.
I'd love to see glass blowers at work perfecting their craft. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to this next. Now, I don't want to put you to work, Amber, but if you want to describe this,
Okay.
you can take this
I don't
one.
see how you wouldn't want to.
You guys have set the bar high for descriptive words, but okay. So there's a man and a woman, and they are in doctor coats. She is wearing a stethoscope. It's in her ears, but he's holding it to his heart. Very cute. He's smiling at her. She's looking at the camera. They are both sitting on a gurney, it appears. So they must be doctors. Behind them in this hospital room is a full 6-foot-tall Christmas tree that is decorated. So I'm guessing they probably work at a children's hospital because that kind of shit wouldn't fly at an adult hospital. They are they look very professional. They look very happy. They don't look as stressed and tired as most doctors that work in hospitals look. And it is called The More, the Merrier. And on top of the eye, I'm just now realizing, is a pacifier.
Mm-hmm.
So that they must be OBGYNs.
Ravers?
What'd you say?
They're ravers.
Yeah, they're ravers.
The pacifier looks a lot like the Prince symbol when Prince
Yeah,
was,
in
or was
that
formerly known as
configuration,
Prince.
it does.
Yeah.
Or it could be
That's
a
a
butt plug.
sharp eye. That's
She definitely looks like she's listening to a podcast.
Oh, or maybe he's pregnant and that's why he's got the stethoscope against his chest.
it could be a junior situation.
Yeah, he has a heart baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so there must be
That's
something
what we
with
call xenomorphs in my house.
there must be some kind of pregnancy going on here, I'm guessing. Maybe she's pregnant with sextuplets.
My
That
guess.
is more.
This is my guess. Can I guess what this plot of this movie is
Please.
about? They are two doctors. They are OBGYNs. They are married doctors, but they've kind of lost the thrill of life. They work together and they're at home together all the time, and they've never had children of their own. And that's a point of friction and stress. But one day, a woman comes in who is in labor. The hospital is full. There's no room for this woman at the hospital. And she brought all these people with her. There's all these guys who are just hanging around with her, and also a camel probably. And they have to go out into the snow to deliver this baby. And the next day, the doctor wakes up pregnant. She doesn't know how it happened. But her dreams have come true, and it rekindles their love for each other.
Elliot, I don't work for Hallmark, but I want to give you a contract to start writing some Hallmark movies.
I mean, it seems more overtly religious than they usually go, but it is you spin a tale for sure.
Sometimes sometimes you got to remember the reason for the season, Dan.
That's true.
It's not just about presents. It's also about a group of older men sitting around a woman who is giving birth with animals there. Possibly the worst way to give birth. I don't know.
I want to give room if anyone else has any guesses before I But you don't have to. You don't have to.
Well, I mean, he's not even wearing scrubs, so I don't even know.
No, he's
But
wearing
is
like
wearing-
a
he is
half-zip
wear- and like
sweater. You know?
Yeah, he looks like he works in finance. He's got an Apple Watch. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways it goes without saying, but we need to make it clear that in all of these so far, I believe, well, maybe not the first one, the Bills one, but in the last one, this one, there's a red-green, of course, scheme
Right.
where one of them is in red, one of them is in green, so he has to have a half-zip green.
The Bills one, they're not going to
beneath
do red-green because those aren't the Bills'
No,
colors,
not
idiot.
at all. And this is a nod, of course, to Canada's most legendary comedian, Red Green.
Of course. Of course. Well, let me tell you about the more the merrier. In this one, Alice, an emergency room doctor, volunteers to work Christmas Eve shifts at a rural hospital. During a snowy Christmas, she and Brian, a top-rated cardiologist, help deliver 3 baby booms, sparking a lasting bond. I don't know what it means. Help deliver
baby
3 baby
booms?
booms.
3 DVD copies of Baby Boom?
Yeah, are people sticking DVD copies of Baby Boom in their vaginas and they have to get them out of there, out of the uteruses? What's going on?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, it's fucking Hellraiser.
It's either that or they have to deliver 3 full
Exploding
generations.
babies? They have to deliver millions of babies. That's what it is. Yeah.
So, yeah, that
Does
was
it
very
take place in
confusing.
1946?
Yeah.
Probably. Let's take a little break for...
Wait, but what's the Christmas? Oh, they're working on Christmas. And
they're working on
But they
Christmas.
fall in love, right?
Oh, there's got to be love. There's always love.
Doesn't even, yeah, it goes without saying, apparently.
Okay.
We'll take a little break for some words from our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, this is Alden Ford.
And Mujan Zulfagari.
2 of the creators of Mission to Zix, your favorite improvised, obsessively sound-designed sci-fi sitcom here on the Max Fun Network. And the news is...
We're back! With an all-new miniseries set in the Zix universe, The Young Old Durf Chronicles.
Yeah.
Will Durf find his own killer before it's too late?
Ooh.
To find out how that question could possibly make sense, well, you just have to tune in.
Yeah, we're so excited that episode 1 is out right now in the Mission to Zix feed. So if you are looking for a little break from your own galaxy, we would love for you to check it out.
That's The Young Old Durf Chronicles. Search Mission to Zix, ZYXX, in your podcast app.
Or on MaximumFun.org.
Keep it fresh.
Hello, Internet. I'm your husband host, Travis McElroy.
And I'm your wife host, Teresa McElroy.
And this is a promo for Schmanners.
It's extraordinary etiquette.
For ordinary occasions. Every week, we're going to tell you about a bit of culture, a bit of history, how etiquette still applies in the modern day, all that stuff.
We also love to do biographies and histories of and, general procedurals, how to do etiquette in today's society.
So, come check it out every Friday on MaximumFun.org or wherever you find your podcasts.
Manners schmanners. Get it?
Hey, the holidays are coming up. It's always hard to find a great gift for your loved ones. But you know what? Aura Frames is the hidden gem that becomes the favorite gift long, long after the wrapping paper is gone and all the decorations are put away. Is there someone in your life that deserves an extra special gift? Maybe consider an Aura frame that you can use to keep them more directly in your life. If you have an Aura, if they have an Aura frame and you are connected to it, you can send them new photos. If you've got like a new kid, a new pet, something just fun happens to you, you can upload it to their Aura frame and they can see it wherever they are. Unlimited free photos and video. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi and you're good. You could preload photos before it ships, and then when they open it up on Christmas or any other holiday you celebrate, there they are. There you are on their frame, ready to go. Aura displays photos in true color and automatically adjusts for the light level of the room. At night, when you turn out the lights, your frame also turns off to save energy, which is very nice. Don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code FLOP at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code FLOP. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
We are also sponsored this episode by Hims. Look, I'm going to be totally open and vulnerable here. I am a man of middle age suffering from hair loss. I've been suffering from hair loss for years. My hair is rapidly diminishing, and my children love to point that out to me. They love to make it clear that I have less hair than before, and it's very noticeable. And especially as a shorter gentleman, I cannot hide this fact by being taller than everybody else and having them just see the hair on the outside. Everyone can look down on my head, and every time I am at the register in CVS and I see the security camera view of the back of my head, it is a reminder that my hair is diminishing and I am getting older in a way that I don't like. So I've been curious about hair replacement stuff, how to regrow hair, and I'm tired of trying to figure out what actually works for hair loss, and I'm sure you feel the same way. That's why there's Hims, which I've actually heard some very good things about, not just from this ad copy, but also from actual human beings. Through Hims, you get access to clear solutions, expert guidance, and an online process that takes the confusion out of care. Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. Don't just take hair from somebody else and glue it to the top of your head. That's not going to work. Hims will give you a better solution than that. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss and also ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/flop. That's hims.com/flop for your free online visit, hims.com/flop. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
I would also like to make a little plug for a book written by my good buddy, Elliot Kalin. That's right, Joke Farming.
Thank you,
on
Stu.
store shelves now. It teaches you all about how to write comedy, how to think about comedy, how to be comedy. Go to your local bookseller and ask for Joke Farming by Elliot 2T's Kalin. Okay.
Thank you.
It's also the perfect time of year for you to consider a gift for that loved one. And the perfect gift right now, that's right, a season pass to Flop TV. Mm-hmm. That's our 6-month-long, once-a-month, first Saturday of every month virtual live show package. We have 6 of them, as I said, 6 months, 1 for each month. And we have 2 more left in this year. But if you get a season pass, that gives you access to the previously recorded ones as well. If you just want a single episode, that's wild. Get the season pass. Why not? We have 2 shows coming up. The next one is January 3rd, I believe. And that is going to be Dr. Doolittle, right?
Yep. That's a January episode, all right.
Yep. That's going to be, wow, that's, time just flies, right? But you know what? It flies us toward
Dr.
Flop TV, Dr. Doolittle, and our collision course with Dr. Doolittle.
I mean, that doctor may do little, but we're going to do a lot to entertain you.
This has been such a fun season already, and I'm looking forward to how we wrap it up, and it's going to be great. So check that out. Go to theflophouse.simpletix.com. Also, if you can't get enough Flophouse, coming up, we are going to be in San Francisco for Sketchfest again. I can't wait. We're doing a show on Sunday, January 25th at 4:30 p.m. at Cobb's.
I believe just 4.
4 o'clock. So don't show up at 4:30. You're going to miss all of our hilarious presentations. We're going to be at Cobb's Comedy Club, which we have been the last 2 years, and I really love it. I think it's a great venue. I can't wait to get to do some more live shows. We just did some in Chicago, and it had been a while, and it was really great to get to hang out with my buddies and make jokes. So if you get a chance, come out to San Francisco and come see us. Am I missing anything, guys?
I don't think so. Flop
Okay.
TV, San Francisco Sketchfest, more shows to come in the future.
All right. The next poster here. Let's have Elliot take a crack at this one again.
Ooh,
What do we
this
got
one.
here?
This one is the one that to me looks most like a cover you would find on a romance novel
Yes.
at a supermarket
Is
or
that
drugstore.
Dean Cameron?
I
Looks
don't
like
know.
Dean Cameron.
I think Dean Cameron's a lot
from ski school.
bolder and has
summer school.
bigger
I mean, if
eyebrows.
they went back in time and got young Dean Cameron and put him into this, but so
Yeah.
the top half. This is the way a lot of novels look nowadays. Actually, there's the top half is 2 people facing the camera, a man and a woman. They both look kind of happy. The woman looks a little happier than the guy. The guy seems like he has a little bit of reticence in his eyes, like, okay, I guess we're doing this, but I'm not super happy about it. And of course, he has stubble. They're both good looking. And then then it's the title, We Met in December, which has a lot of flourishes, and the I in has a little star burst, but it's one of those Christmas stars at the top of it. And there's like windy star, glowy pixie dust around the title. Below that is a man playing piano flanked by Christmas trees. The Christmas trees almost look like guards who have been sent to make sure he doesn't leave. He continues to play piano. And lying on top of the piano is, I assume, this same woman because she's wearing a red dress, and she has the same color hair. And she's sitting on the piano, and they're staring lovingly at each other, and it looks like they're in kind of a fancy Beauty and the Beast style ballroom.
It's sort of a fabulous Baker Boys situation going on here.
Now, we do assume that these characters are looking at each other, or are they looking at something together?
I think they're looking at each other, but they seem to be facing in opposite directions, unless they're watching each other's backs because they're spies on a mission. You know.
Really...
and clearly the title implies that they met in December.
Yeah.
Since that's the title.
Good one, Columbo.
So, to quote a movie that involves a snowman, a December thing, it's giving you all the clues. Can you put together? And it really hasn't given you all the clues.
And also, they don't say that in the movie. It's just the poster. They don't actually say that in the movie.
Mr. Police.
Yeah.
What's this holiday romance about?
Okay, so let's see. So it takes place in January.
Wow.
And they have already experienced a month of love. We learned that they met in December, but now things are they've fallen on harsh times, rocky times. They're both on dry January, so they're being real fucking jerks.
Oh, so they're realizing they didn't love each other sober. They loved each other.
It was all the nog.
Oh wow!
And then they go to on February 1st. They go to a piano bar where they tip a little bit extra that lets her sit on top of the piano while he plays, and they get shit-faced, and they're like, you know what? I do love you again. So that's what I think happens.
Okay.
And in order to stay together, they just have to be drunk for the rest of their life.
Yes.
No matter how, that obviously is a very, very plausible plot, but do we have any other thoughts?
Yeah, Hallmark, I could see doing a plot that where these people have to be alcoholics to stay in love together. That seems like a Hallmark
it makes
thing,
sense because they want viewers in January too. So to have a movie that was set in January comes out after the holidays, great marketing.
There's not a lot of January movies out there. They've got the market to themselves, Yeah.
That's
wow,
true.
Dan, it sounds like I crushed it.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, there's January Jurassic Park. There's that movie where they bring the
January
Januarys back to life.
January, but that's not really
about
January.
Okay,
it should be Jurassic Park. You're right. That's right. I said it wrong. Yeah.
No, the true tale of We Met in December, and by true I mean it's fictional.
It's close, right?
the actual synopsis.
The actual scenario is Annie Lane and Dave Weeks.
Okay, I didn't get their names right. Calm down.
Meet by chance in a
how many people meet? Many people meet that way by chance.
I wasn't expecting this. Meet by chance.
There's no puppet master pulling the strings.
I can assume that they physically bump into each other.
Yes,
right? That's
probably they bump into each other.
Yeah.
Meet by chance in a holiday decorated hotel during a layover and have a magical night. They fail to exchange contact information and are separated.
Looks like
but the connection inspires them to embark on separate quests to find each other before Christmas using only the clues they shared. And you can see that this stars Autumn Reeser, who I remember fondly as Taylor Townsend from the OC.
So many names I don't recognize.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Dr. Zhivago.
No.
Exactly. So
not at all.
What are you intrigued by? We Met in December. Does this
this
speak
sounds
to you
fun
in any
to me.
way?
I like this idea. It's got some mystery elements which I think are fun.
Yeah, I like the idea of them having to parse through what they remember about the other person, like what they mentioned to try to track them down. There's an element of stalking, which I always like in my romance.
Yeah, that's one of your kinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also probably an old kind of magical character that might be Santa Claus that helps them find each other.
Yes.
There's gotta be.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah,
maybe it's played by an elderly Irish actor or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're all going to get
It'd be very
together and
funny if
watch
there's
We
some-
Met in December.
There's a magical character, and it's the most frightening witch you could ever imagine. And she's like, your eyes or your soul, which shall it be to find your love? I guess I can't lose my soul, my eyes. And it's like, you're so beautiful, but I can't see you because I gave my eyes to find you. You know?
Yeah, and then it's a gift of the Magi thing. The person that has
Well, it's
bought
like
some
O. Henry
glasses for them.
Henry and Dean Koontz worked together on this one, yeah.
I mean, buying glasses and then giving up eyes, that's not fair.
No, and buying glasses is not a great gift.
That's an
It's
equal.
not. That's the thing about the gift of the Magi is they really knew a good gift for the other person, you know?
He's like, I didn't really know your prescriptions.
You have a weirdly shaped face.
These might fit you, maybe. So what, Dan,
I take
describe
a
more the
stab.
night that they had.
Steamy.
Was it steamy? Okay, Hallmark steamy, yeah.
Okay, we got
The hotel room was destroyed, yeah.
This one. I think I'm going to give this one to Amber as a treat to describe because this one.
This is a treat indeed.
Yeah.
It really speaks to my theatrical background. Okay, so there is a couple, a man and a woman, and I've noticed now that I've seen all these together, the man's always wearing green, the woman's always wearing red. It's never reversed.
Oh.
And he's got on a plaid shirt, which means he's probably a small town guy. She's wearing...
And he uses his hands in some way, probably.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're prominent in the poster. He's got his hand on her elbow, and they're face to face, touching. Their whole bodies are touching, like in an embrace. And they are obviously on the set of a Christmas production. There in the background is some fantastical snowy mountains with cute little warm homes lit up on them. It's dusk in this snowy little town. And then there's a big grand curtain that's on either side of the set, and they're standing in front of it on the boards of the stage. And there's some stars hanging from the ceiling there at the theater. And they're both smiling and looking at the camera and looking very festive. The Snow Must Go On is what it's called. That's so good.
Yeah,
The Snow Must Go On. Very good.
And the font of snow is like dazzling kind of theater marquee, lights.
Very good.
Yeah. So this one,
The snow
They're
must
definitely,
go on.
the boards they're standing on is definitely a stage and not like a bowling alley, right?
That's right. That's right.
I think for context clues, I'll say a stage. Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah, I
right.
think
You're
so,
right.
yeah.
I was just wishful thinking.
Yeah, but they're probably not on the deck of a whaling ship.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, but if only. So this one gives, I think, more clues than a lot of the ones we've dealt with as to what the possible plot might be. I
Does
wonder if
it?
you have any thoughts. Well, it's theatrical in some way. I think we can pull the curtain back that far, at least.
It looks like his shirt's too small for him.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
the sleeves are pulling up. I mean, that's a basic thing. He's just trying to show off his body by
His
buying a
giant
shirt that's a
hands.
little bit small, but
Maybe
like
he's
it
got
just
really
doesn't
long
work for him.
arms.
Or he has extremely long arms. Yeah, and it's hard for in their small town for him to buy.
I'm going to guess, if I can jump in the plot. So, like, I think you're right, Amber. He's wearing a plaid shirt, and he's clearly got muscles. So this is a guy who works with his hands. Maybe he's a carpenter. Maybe he's an ice sculptor. Maybe he is like like maybe just works at a factory where they make heavy things, you know?
He's got real dog dad energy.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he's going to get pulled into a community theater production of a kind of Christmas show. And she, I think, is probably either the director or the playwright or the star director, playwright, triple threat. But really it's a quadruple threat because she's going to threaten him with love. And I think that he doesn't want to be a part of this show. And she's like, no, I'm going to make you my Joseph of Arimathea or whatever in this production, you know, where you're going to be my Ebenezer Scrooge, and they fall in love through the rehearsals, and there's going to be some kind of problem that the show isn't going to go on, but then it does go on. That's my guess.
I know what it is, Elliot. This is so perfect. So the problem is that the snow rig that gets triggered at the end of the show is broken. But he is an ice sculptor, so he comes in and Edward Scissorhands style, as he is sculpting a statue of her for opening night, the ice chips make it snow in the production at the end of opening night.
And there's got to be there's a shot of her looking up at him doing that, and the snow is falling on her face, and you can't tell if it's that the snow is melting on her cheeks or there's tears because she's so in
Robert
love.
Blake,
So good.
Wow.
I can't wait to see this movie if that's what it's about.
Well, this was interesting because most of these movies, tend to center the woman as the main character. And
Yeah, because she needs to learn the lesson of love from a good man. That's just it's just proper
that's
life,
just,
right?
that's
Yeah.
just Christmas.
That's the story of Christmas, right? Yeah.
But this one seems to be more centered on him, actually. The story is Isaiah Hayward returns to Broadway after a decade, but faces challenges in finding a director. He saves a Christmas musical. I don't know how he saves it. They just say he saves it. And discovers love, family, and friendship as the greatest holiday gifts. He reunites with his family and friends. And I'm realizing that I did this all wrong. I should be talking about whether I would rather see your movie or the movie that's been described.
Yeah,
well,
let's
we're
do
almost
the
done with
whole
the
episode
episode.
over.
Time to
Yeah.
figure out how to do the show.
Because
Yeah.
I definitely would prefer to see the version that you pitched me. Than,
I
It
feel like-
barely mentions the woman in your description.
Yeah.
I know, she's not in there.
She's not
Yeah.
even in there.
He does not strike. Now I can kind
Is
of
she
see
like
it now
a ghost?
as maybe she's a ghost. Yeah, that'd be great. I think they misled us with the backdrop in this one is so not Broadway caliber. It's not
Agreed.
bad, but it's not the idea that this is a Broadway show
Yes.
is.
I think
they're
he
fooling
couldn't
themselves.
cut it on Broadway for some reason, so he
Usually it's acting ability.
So he's, so he's out in the sticks. He's at like a regional theater or
I
something like
believe
that.
that's
okay,
probably
that makes
what's
more
going
sense.
on.
That makes sense. And he's like, so it's like a Doc Hollywood. Oh, I'm supposed to be in the big city doing big city things, and they're like, wow, this small town has its charms, I'm realizing it's not fame that's important. It's love and Christmas magic. Yeah.
That's the
And
lesson
do
in
they do a
every Hallmark movie.
And they do a production of Our Town, and he plays the young guy. And when he collapses crying at the grave of his wife who died young, he's
that
really
what happens?
crying because he realized he's discovered what's true. Yeah, I've never seen
That's
Our Town.
right.
It's a great play.
I've
It's the
seen it a couple
traditional-
times. I just don't
The
remember.
traditional Christmas Hour Town that they always. All right, we
Why
got
not?
one-
When they do the traditional Christmas production of Sweeney Todd, and he's
Sure.
he's crying at the end, because he's.
I mean, there's a lot of red in that.
There's true. Not a lot of green.
One last Hallmark movie. Stuart, can you describe this poster?
Yeah, we have this really cool throuple in the foreground. So we have three characters, two women and a man. It looks like the man's eyes are closed and he's kind of in the background, right? Did I describe that right?
No, that's right. I'd just like to note that the two women get the red and green here,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah,
I
but
think
the
he's
man is
looking-
also in red.
Yeah.
I think he's looking at the middle woman, but his eyes are so he's looking so close that it appears like his eyes are closed. Like they took the picture at the wrong moment.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So the two women are looking at the camera. He is either looking at the inside of his eyes or at the woman immediately next to him,
inside of his
who's blonde.
He's like, hold on, I got to see what's going on in here. Oh
So
wow!
the woman in green, who's in the center, is blonde. She is smiling. She has red lipstick on that goes. Well, I'm just pointing it out because she has more makeup on.
Yeah.
It appears that she has more makeup on, and then the woman to her right, left for the viewer is a brunette who is in red, and she
Styled in a more natural way.
yes
I'm
appears to
getting
be.
big. There's a Betty and a Veronica in this picture. Is what I'm picking up.
Yeah.
So the brunette one is the rich one. That was
No,
Veronica?
for this one, strangely, the blonde seems to be the Veronica.
Okay. So, and then far in the background, we see some kind of a Christmas village all
Yeah.
lit up for Christmas with
very-
trees completely decked out. You are in some kind of
Thomas
alpine
Kincaid
wonderland
painting.
And
Yeah,
then,
big mountains in the back too.
yeah, with like the sun is just beginning to peek out over the mountains and rays of light as if somebody has drawn a magical blade. And in the foreground, we have the title, and there's also digital snow effects everywhere.
Yeah.
And in the foreground, we have the title, An Alpine Holiday. And I guess are they sitting on like a sled or
It
like
might be a sled
bench?
or a ski lift, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's tough
yeah.
to say.
It looks like a bench or maybe a sled of some kind. Yeah.
Any stabs at what the plot of an Alpine holiday?
I mean, there's
Might
no way of telling
possibly
what
be.
holiday it is, but
No, there's no way.
Martin Luther King Day, I guess.
Yeah, it's a 3-day weekend.
This is a tough one, but I feel like because there's three people represented, that it's got to be some sort of love triangle.
Yeah,
That's-
I feel
that's-
like it's either love triangle or the off chance is that it's a brother and sister who are both in love with the middle green girl.
Oh, that's like what the Believers, or the Dreamers. What's that Bertolucci
But
movie?
no, that is exactly a love triangle. I don't know why I described it.
Or
otherwise.
maybe, like you said, maybe it is a happy throuple because they all seem very happy. So maybe
Yeah.
they've been together for a while and they communicate well and they're doing it. They're doing it.
They're just on
They
it.
sure
they're
are
just,
doing it.
They're just taking a pleasant vacation to an
Yeah,
alpine
they're
location. Yeah.
a throuple. We have their meeting where all three of them bump into each other at the exact same time.
Three heads collide like coconuts.
Or it could be a situation where he is like a ski instructor, a French ski instructor, and these two high school friends are on holiday together, and they both, like a love triangle, they both are interested in him, and he, by the end, has to choose them both, and then they become the throuple.
I see.
It does look like they're posing for a photo, and he doesn't know how to pose.
Yes.
He's very awkward, like most guys I know are.
I wonder if so just moving away from the throuple idea, just trying to think about what's normally in a Hallmark Christmas movie, which is rarely that positive.
But what I wouldn't give for a throuple Hallmark movie.
That's
I would
true.
love
Dan,
to watch that.
I mean, there are lots of throuple. They're almost like movies that you could watch that are available.
films.
Yeah, I'm
you know,
familiar.
very short films. None of them are Oscar nominated, but in that category. But
There's a different category of awards for them.
so what if these are two either friends or sisters who are on vacation together? Yeah, and there's this local ski instructor or a artisan of some kind, and they're both interested in him, and he's got to choose whether to go with the fancy sister or the down-to-earth sister. Alternately, that the woman all the way on the left is not a sister, but is like a local forest sprite of some kind who's going to help them find love together, and she just appears around Christmas
like Miracle
time.
Beach. Yeah. And so Alpine, we're guessing Swiss Alps, right? Not or French Alps. Which ones?
I mean, that's the great thing about
Italian
the
Alps.
You got Italian, Swiss, French, any
All
of
your
them.
choices are good.
Yeah.
Elliot, right here at the end, you came very close to like nailing it 100%. Here we go.
Really?
Two estranged sisters, Faith and Kelly, reunite for Christmas in the French Alps to fulfill their grandmother's last wish. During their trip,
For them both to have sex with the same guy.
during their trip, that was on my bucket list. You
Funded
girls
it.
do
That's
it.
an expensive
My
wish.
sister and I were never able to pull it off, so I deed this to you. And perhaps if you can, the curse will be lifted from our family.
We couldn't get the pivot right. What? We could engage and begin conversation, but pivoting to the bedroom eluded us.
Sure, yeah. During their trip,
Well, how many drinks did you have, Grandma? Drinks. That would have changed everything.
During their trip, they rediscover their sisterhood, and Kelly finds romance with their guide, Frederick. And I to close the loop on me recognizing actresses from other shows. The brunette, of course, is Ashley Williams, who I remember as Victoria on How I Met Your Mother. So there you go.
Was she the mother?
She, I believe, was the baker that Ted dated for a while.
Okay.
So
So
there
not
you
the
go.
mother, because mothers can be bakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to
And
spoil
bakers can
who
be
the
mothers.
mother was for anyone starting How I Met Your Mother at this late date, Elliot.
Yeah, you're right. You don't want to give it away. Yeah, that's it would
Not
it
for
would
free.
mean what would be the point? What would be the point of watching the quest, the journey that took him there?
Yeah.
So the brunette, I'm assuming, is the one that doesn't find love at all. She's just the wingman for the blonde.
I think the brunette is the romantic lead.
Oh, the brunette, and so the blonde is just helping along.
Yes.
Seems like it's unfair to have a Hallmark movie where you're on the poster and you don't get to find love.
Well, that's the holidays, Sometimes you get what you want, sometimes
Wait,
you
is
don't.
it? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
The holidays are the blade that cuts twice.
You know what they say when you're going to celebrate a holiday? Dig two graves. Yeah.
Well, Amber, thank you for joining for this nonsense that I cooked up based on like a thing that you told me.
This is a treat. I had so much fun talking about stupid Hallmark movies with you guys.
Before we sign off, please plug again your new show on the Max Fun Network.
Yes,
Rephrasing
it's
Anything
Archer
called
else
Rewatch
you want to plug?
Podcast.
Anything
Sure.
else?
Rephrasing, an Archer rewatch podcast on the Max Fun Network. It's a lot of fun. We are halfway through our second season. We had all the main cast on as guests, so Judy Greer and Chris Parnell and John Benjamin and Aisha Tyler. So it's a super duper fun time. And we just started in this season going from the beginning, from the pilot all the way through. So we're about halfway through season 1, which is season 2 of our show. It's very confusing. But check it out on the Max Fun Network. And if you live in Atlanta, I do live shows all the time. I'll be doing the Hallmark Christmas show at 7 Stages, or I'll be at Dad's doing Viviana Bardot's famous sex party once a month. Lots of fun stuff to see.
Oh, thank you for being here.
I wish I was in Atlanta so I could see those shows.
Yeah, the Viviana Bardot's famous sex party is a show that I host as a character named Viviana Bardot, and she is an aging starlet that has a bunch of sexy young people entertain her.
That sounds great.
So it's like
we've been
burlesque and
wanting
drag.
to
It's great.
do a show in Atlanta for so long. Maybe this should be our inspiration.
Totally.
Thank you again for being here. Thank you to Alex Smith, our producer. Thank you to Maximum Fun, our network. Go to MaximumFun.org for a lot of other great shows. But for the Flophouse, I have been Dan McCoy.
I'm Stuart Wellington.
I'm Ellie Kalin, and we've been joined by
Amber Nash.
Bye.
Happy Hallmark, everyone.
Maximum Fun
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
Supported
directly
by you.